What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Okay, we're coming back to Sabaton. Yes, indeed. Sabaton Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to do all the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-boobidi-bob, do me a favor. Before you do all those things, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to earn those clicks and likes. Now, after you've done watching the video, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Soren W. And Soren W. wanted to see me react to this song by Sabaton called The Final Solution. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I've heard this. I know I've heard this. I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Sabaton, okay? And the video has 1.1 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Sabaton, The Final Solution, official lyric video. Wah, wah, wah.
Damn it!
I'm not saying the video is going to get blocked. I'm not saying that. Actually, Sabaton has been pretty good about blocking. Even when they do block, they'll either let the block expire, at which point I win and the video gets unblocked by default, or they have actually released a couple. So I mean, I guess it's fine, but don't be surprised though if the video does get blocked. I just have to go through the whole process of fighting the block. That's all. Yeah, whenever you use that word official, man, the chances and the odds of the video game getting blocked are higher. So, but like I said, Sabaton's actually been very good about either releasing the claim outright or just letting it expire. So, even if it does get blocked, we should be good. We should be good. There's no guarantees, but we should be good. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Nation in despair, one man seeking reasons everywhere. Growing hate and anger, the furious orders were precise. Who was to be blamed and pay the price? Propaganda, turning neighbors into foes. Soldiers of the Third Reich searching homes. And their former friends are watching as they are round up one by one. Times of persecutions just begun. Ever since it started on Kristallnacht 38, when liberty died and truth was denied. Sent away on trains, sent on a one-way trip to hell. Enter
I'm digging the feel on this song. I'm usually I'm a fan of their songs that are a little more fast paced, like the little faster song, like Ghost Division, Night Witches. I mean, these songs were a little bit faster in tempo, but there's something about this. I think it's the guitar picking more than anything else that just that constant that constant precise picking, that 16th note picking. I think that's what's doing it for me because this feels good, man. I'm digging this. It's a little slower tempo than I'm used to hearing from Sabaton, if I'm being honest, but I still dig it. It feels good. The energy's there. The drive is there. It's not a fast-paced song, but the drive is still there thanks to that guitar picking. I'm positive that's what I'm feeling. Yeah, man, good stuff. Really good stuff. Let's keep going here. Let's see where this goes.
Enter the gates, Auschwitz awaits. Where freedom burns, the final solution. Dreams fade away, and all hope turns to dust. When millions learn, the curtain has fallen, lost to the world as they perish in flames.
Okay. The guitar solo. The guitar solo was outstanding. I love the approach that the guitar player took with the guitar solo. It wasn't a shred fest. Like, listen, I know they are fully capable of being shreddy guitar players. I've heard them do it. I'm fully aware of what they're capable of. The approach they took with this was really nice, focusing far more on melodics and sustained notes, a little bit of vibrato in there, rather than a shred fest. And I think that was very appropriate, extremely appropriate. The mood and feel of this song does not call for a shreddy guitar solo. I am so glad. First of all, I'm glad they did a guitar solo. I was thrilled to hear that. And then the way they did the guitar solo was outstanding. So, no complaints about the guitar solo. The keyboard solo. Now, here we go. Now, this is a completely different, separate issue. I like how the keyboard player blended in with the outro of the guitar solo. And he led in right where the guitar player left off. That was smart. Good entrance. And I like what he played. I think the piano solo, the keyboard solo, I think it went a little too long, if I'm being honest. I don't think we needed it to come out through what I believe is the pre-chorus. I don't believe we needed a solo over that. I think we could have done the piano solo up to where we did. I even said, let's count it down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Cut it. And they didn't cut it. They kept going. And I'm like, no. I don't know why they did that, but I mean, at least they changed it up. I mean, they changed it up and they moved from the verse into the pre-chorus to solo over. So that made, I mean, It makes sense, I suppose. I personally think it went on too long. That's all. I really wish they had not done that. Or if they're gonna do that, then cut the keyboard solo in the first part that they did before they got to the pre-chorus, cut that in half and do the pre-chorus sooner. That would have made more sense. But doing it as long as they did, kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. Anyway, let's keep going here. Let's finish this out.
There was a country in depression, there was a nation in despair. One man finding reasons everywhere. Then there was rising hate and anger, the furious order still applied. Who was to be blamed and sent to die? Ever since it started on Kristallnacht 38, when liberty died and truth was denied, sent away on trains, sent on a one-way trip to hell. Enter the gates, Auschwitz awaits. When freedom burns, the final solution, dreams fade away and all hope turns to dust. When millions burn, the curtain has fallen, lost to the world as they perish in flames. When freedom burns, the final solution, dreams fade away and all hope turns to dust. When millions burn, the curtain has fallen, lost to the world as they perish in flames.
I like how they ended it with the instrumentation cutting out for that last line. That was smart. That was smart. Having that final chorus start off also a cappella was a nice touch. I was wondering where they were going to bring the instruments back in. I was kind of hoping they were going to bring them in like for the last measure before transition to the next phrase, but that's okay. That's all right. What they did was fine. It was perfectly fine. I know I liked it. I know I enjoyed it. I just don't know how much I enjoyed it. Shoot. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Sabaton with The Final Solution. This was a request from Soren W. All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.3. Yep, 8.3. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, I'm usually a much bigger fan of their faster paced material. If you look at the songs that I've given higher scores to than 8.3, I've given scores of 8.8, 8.9, 9.0, 9.1. You look at those songs and they're all faster paced, Ghost Division, No Bullets Fly, Night Witches, still my favorite song by Sabaton that I've heard so far. I love Night Witches. I think that's a fantastic song. If you compare this song to all those others, you're going to see a very, very significant difference in tempo. They're all much faster. They're all more upbeat. They're all a much quicker pace than this song. This song had a much more relaxed pace to it from a tempo standpoint. Now, here's the thing. The tempo was slower, yes, but the song still had that push. It still had that drive. It still had that feel of, not acceleration, but it definitely had that energetic drive and feel to it. And what was causing that? The guitar playing. I said it at my first pause. I was like, I think it's the guitar playing that's doing it for me on this song. And yeah, I was right. The guitar playing, that constant 16th note picking, it was just amazingly tight and amazingly on point, and it was very effective, even at this slower tempo, of driving the song forward. So yes, it was the guitar playing, and the guitar playing did an outstanding job of driving this song forward. Whenever you're playing a song at a slower tempo like this, you always run the risk of having the energy and the drive be dragged down. And that did not happen with this song. It really didn't. The song had plenty of drive in it. And like I said, all thanks to the guitar playing. The drumming on this, I wouldn't say there was anything special done. There was nothing done from the drums that made me go, oh my God, you know, but the drumming was solid. I mean, it was absolutely solid. Same thing with the bass playing. Nothing that made me go, oh my God, nothing that really impressed me, but at the same time, it was super solid. And when you're talking about bass and drums, the more important thing you want to have than fanciness is you want to have a bass player and a drummer who lock in. And these guys lock in every single time. I don't think I've heard a single song from them where it did not sound like the bass and the drums were locked in. These guys know how to play together. It's obvious they played together for a while. So yeah, I mean, everything these guys do is rock solid. So I have absolutely no complaint about it whatsoever. The guitar solo, I loved the guitar solo, okay? I really enjoyed the guitar solo. What the guitar player did, the approach they took with the solo, sustained notes, vibrato, not shredding, no arpeggios, no sweep picking, nothing crazy, just a very simplistic solo, sounded really appealing to the ear, very melodic based, and I really enjoyed the guitar solo. Now, the piano solo. I like how it came in, you know, starting off where the guitar player stopped, you know, and he kind of let in exactly where the guitar player left off and continued on. I liked that. I think that's a smart approach. Whenever you're talking about switching instruments, it's not a requirement by any stretch. I mean, it's a solo. You can start wherever you want. But I always have a good appreciation for solos whenever they do that. When one picks up where one left off, I like it when they pick up where the guitar, where the solo prior to them left off. Doesn't matter what instrument it is. It could be guitar, it could be keyboard, it could be sax, it could be trumpet. I don't care. As long as, you know, they do that lead in, I always have a deeper appreciation for that because it shows forethought, and I really appreciate that. Now, having said that, I do feel like the piano player did solo a little long. I do feel like it went on for about 8 measures too long. I really wish they had kind of cut that in half. But at least there was a difference. Now, if they had continued to have the keyboard player solo on the exact same riff that he did for the first half of it, I would have been upset. But because they switched gears and had the keyboard player do the first half over the verse and then the second half of the piano solo over the pre-chorus, I was okay with it. I was okay. I wasn't thrilled, but I was okay with it. It was a much easier pill to swallow. How about that? But I still wasn't thrilled about the long solo. Vocals on this, I love Joaquin's vocals, man. I really do. I say this in almost every video, and I'm gonna say this, and as long as I keep doing Sabaton reactions, I love his approach to his vocals. He has a certain range that he is comfortable singing in. It's like a 2 to 2.5 octave range, maybe a 3 octave range. I don't know if it's 3, but it's like a 2 to 2.5 octave range, possibly 3. And he knows that's his strength, and he plays to his strength. He doesn't try to go super high. He doesn't try to go super low. He works within the parameters that he knows his voice is comfortable in, and he knows he's strong vocally. So I got no issue with his singing. I know a lot of times vocalists like Joaquin get a lot of criticism for not having a higher range or having a lower range or not expanding or whatever. Guys, at the end of the day, he gets the job done, right? And he does it well. He tells a great story. So yeah, I got no issue with the vocals whatsoever. I think this is a great song. I will not go as far as to say it's an amazing song. I will not go as far as to say it's a mind-blowing song, but it is a great song. I would put this right about in the middle of what I've heard from them, honestly. I would not say it's amazing, and at the same time, I would not say it's weak either. This is around smack dab in the middle. I dug the song. I absolutely did. I've heard better from them, but I've also heard worse from them. So no, I dug the song. I liked it. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and that's why it's getting a great score of an 8.3. I don't usually get involved in politics and stuff like that, but I do feel kind of compelled to talk about this. I understand what the song was about. I got that message through and through thanks to the visualizations about the Holocaust. I absolutely get that. One thing that I think people lose sight of when it comes to the Holocaust, because you'll hear people blame the Germans for this all the time, you know, and they blame the Germans for the Holocaust. And here's the thing, folks, and I really hope you kind of take this to heart. I know people want to place blame on the Germans. I understand that. But there's one thing you have to keep in mind. The first nation that the Nazi Party invaded was Germany, okay? It's not the Germans that did this. It was the Nazis that did this. There is a big difference. Remember, the first nation that the Nazi Party invaded was Germany, okay? So it's, you know, I know people like to put the blanket over, you know, it's just as a generalization, they'll say it's the Germans. It wasn't the Germans' fault, guys. It really wasn't. It was the Nazis that were 100% responsible for it. So let's try to keep that in mind before we go in the comments and start blasting the German people for, you know, the atrocities that happened. And yes, they were atrocities. They were horrific. There was absolutely no reason for that to happen. There was no rhyme or reason behind it whatsoever. They were the manifestations of a raving, stark mad lunatic with delusions of grandeur who had this amazing fantasy of conquering the world and molding it in his image. Okay, so don't blame the Germans for this, okay? Seriously, don't blame the Germans. It is 100% the Nazis' fault, okay? Not the Germans. So let's try to keep it clean in the comments, okay? Please, let's put blame where blame needs to be. Anyway, 8.3, I feel good with that score, and that is where we're gonna stay. So, 8.3, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.